Welcome to another face yoga video. Today we're doing everything for the eyes. We're going to jump right into it with double V. Let's take our index finger and middle finger and place them on the inner and outer eye corners. We're going to look up and squint. Holding here for 30 seconds, your index finger should be pulling slightly out and look upwards. Make sure you're not pulling your fingers down and pulling your skin and muscle down. It should be slightly pulled out 1 millimeter up and 1 millimeter to the side. Keep squinting and activating through the lower eyelid here. And you're looking up slightly. Keep your tongue at the roof of the mouth, and when you're ready, you can go ahead and release. We're going to move on to double C's, so placing the hands in position like binoculars around the eyes. Make sure there's no gaps in between your hands and your eyes, and look up and squint again for 30 seconds. Really activating through the entire eyelid here. You're squinting the eyes, not fully closing them, but squinting, so you feel an activation in the eyelids here. Make sure you're sitting up straight, your back and neck are relaxed, and your elbows are wide here. Remember to breathe while you're looking upwards and squinting, activating that entire eyelid. When you're ready, you can go ahead and release, and we're going to move on to crow's feet relaxer. So take your index finger and middle finger, the tips, and grab the ends of the eyebrows. With your ring finger, place it gently on the lower eye, and we're going to open our eyes wide, slightly stretching out through the fingers 1 millimeter out and wide. Look up and squint and hold here for 30 seconds. Really feel an activation on the outer part of the eye here. The elbows are wide and the shoulders and neck are relaxed here. Make sure you are pulling on each side evenly as much as possible, and looking up, making sure not to strain in your neck here. Really feel that activation in the outer part of the eye, and then go ahead and release. We're going to do this trio 2 more times. So back to double B, placing the index finger and middle finger on the inner and outer eye corners. Looking up, and this time we're going to do the dynamic version, so pulsing in a squinting motion 30 times. Remember to look up and relax through your neck and your back, sitting up straight. Make sure your hands are slightly pulling your eyes to the side and gently 1 millimeter lifting up. Keep pulsing here until you get to 30. Make sure you're not carrying any tension in your jaw or in between your eyebrows here. Just go ahead and release any tension in those areas. Relax in the head and make sure the activation is solely coming from the eyelids, especially that under eye. Go ahead and release when you're ready. We'll move on to double C exercises, and this time we'll do the dynamic version, looking up and squinting with our eyelids and releasing 30 times. And make sure there's no gaps in between your fingers and the skin of your face here. And making sure that we're stretching our skin and muscle out to the side 1 millimeter, so we feel the resistance coming from the hand, keeping the skin and muscle in place, and the eyelid working against that resistance here. Keep going until you get to 30 pulses. Remember to look up and try to activate each side evenly. Go ahead and release when you're ready, and we'll move on to crow's feet relaxer. So we're going to do the dynamic version here with 30 pulses, grabbing the tips of the eyebrows and resting the ring finger and pinky finger in position so our eyelids are working against the resistance coming from the hand, holding down the skin and muscle here. So make sure your back is straight, your shoulders are relaxed, and connect to your breath here. Really feeling the activation in the outer part of the eye. This is going to reverse crow's feet and lift the eyes, especially on the outside. So do a couple more until you get to 30 pulses. Go ahead and release, and we'll do this whole round one last time. So back to double V, placing the hands in position, looking up and squeezing and releasing. We're going to do this 30 times, the dynamic version of this one. And this exercise is great for toning the under eye. It's great for helping the transition from the cheek to the under eye. It's great for dark circles, puffiness, fine lines around the eyes, and it also increases circulation around the eyelids. So great for the under eyes, the circulation, dark circles, puffiness. We're going to keep going until we get to 30. And when you get there, hold for 10 seconds. Remember to breathe, sit up straight, squeezing your eyes for the last couple seconds, and then go ahead and release. Last time, double C's, placing your hands in position, making sure there's no gaps, really working the entire eyelid here. So again, helping with dark circles, puffiness, swelling around the eyes. It's going to increase circulation around the eyes and help with any fine lines and wrinkles. This exercise is also great for lifting the entire eyes and really brightening everything up. So continuing on with the dynamic version, we're going to do 30 of these, making sure there's no gaps in between our hands and our face, really stretching that skin 1 millimeter. When you get to 30, we're going to hold here for 10 seconds. So in the static form of the exercise, holding here and really working that under eye. Go ahead and release. Great job. We're going to move on to the dynamic version of crow's feet relaxer one last time. So we're doing 30 reps, putting your hands in position, making sure to relax through the neck, doing 30 of these squinting motions, making sure your hands aren't moving but staying stationary, and feeling the resistance coming from your hands, holding the skin and muscle in place. This exercise is great for relaxing the outside of the eye and releasing any stagnation and tension that causes crow's feet. It's also great for opening and relaxing the eye muscles. So keep going until you get to 30 reps. Remember to breathe here. Let's finish the last few of these together, and when you finish, we're going to hold for 30 seconds. So holding in place here, finishing the last 10 seconds, really feeling into that outer eye, releasing all the tension and stagnation, increasing circulation in the eyes and in the outer part of the eye. When you're ready, go ahead and release. We're going to finish off with some eye massages. So taking one hand, placing it on the opposite eyebrow at the tip, and running the index finger and middle finger underneath the eye in a sweeping motion all the way to the hairline. So starting at the inner corner of the eye and gently sweeping out to the hairline. Make sure not to drag any of the skin here. It's just a gentle outer layer massage all the way to the hairline. After you've done 10 of these, we're going to start at the inner corner of the eye and tap all the way out to the hairline. These are gentle taps just to increase the circulation and get blood flow to this area. Go ahead and switch to the other side, taking the fingertips and placing them on the outside of the opposite eyebrow. And we'll do 10 of the sweeping motion, starting at the inner corner of the eye and sweeping out into the hairline here. Again, this is a feather light touch, so make sure not to drag the skin here. And when you've reached 10 of these, we're going to do the tapping all the way from the inner corner of the eye, underneath the eye to the hairline here. Just gentle taps, waking up the skin. And that's it for today's Everything Eyes practice. Thank you so much for working out with me today. Namaste, and I'll see you in the next video.